city to see a marching band. Now I know that I can't make you stay, but where's your heart? But where's your heart? But where's your...
So as of filming this, it is the 22nd of March 2019, which is absolutely huge. I can't believe that date has come. A lot of you are going to not realise the relevance of that date, and a lot of you will understand it. It's just a very significant date, which is very important to a lot of people, so I wanted to discuss that in this video. I was meant to film this video earlier in the day, but I had to finish getting my hair done. So that's apparently what my priority is. So now it's 9 o'clock at night. We love a productive content creator. Can you see that I've had my roots done? Can you see how blue that is? There is like no dark anywhere. Is it even in focus? I don't know. My Chemical Romance, this part's gonna make you sad, sorry. My Chemical Romance split up on the 22nd of March 2013, which I'm realising is a really long time ago now, although it doesn't seem like long, it's quite a long time ago. And a lot has happened in the world since then, since 2013, and you can tell when I don't have a script. And according to popular fan theory and conspiracy theories, My Chemical Romance were meant to get back together on this date. It's based on something called the Smashing Pumpkins theory, which I'm going to explain for anyone who isn't aware of what that is. So sometime in the 90s, Gerard Way and Mikey Way went to see the Smashing Pumpkins in concert, and they were just blown away by being at a rock concert and decided that they wanted to do that when they grew up. And they grew up to form a band, and the rest is history. But Gerard once said in an interview that they wanted to have the same fate and future as Smashing Pumpkins did, which fueled a lot of fan theories after they split up and even before they split up. So first they both lost their original drummer in the same frame of time. I'm not sure how many years that was. They both lost their drummer at the same point. Then they were a band for 12 years before they broke up, which is the same as the Smashing Pumpkins, and then after 6 years they got back together, which for MCR would make the timeline go from 2013 to 2019, so a lot of people thought they would get back together in 2019. Then when Danger Days was released, keep up, in Na Na Na, you see that it's set in 2019, which then was the future, which was confirming a lot of fan theories that they were planning on getting back together in the future. Now, the Danger Days album and era is based on Gerard's comic, The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys, which might lead us to think that it's got nothing to do with MCR coming back. It might just be when the comic is set and it might be nothing to do with it, but it did kind of correlate with the Smashing Pumpkins theory, so a lot of fans thought that MCR would get back together in 2019, probably on the 22nd of March, because that's the same date that they split up. Now, as of today, the 22nd of March 2019, you could probably tell they have not got back together or revealed plans of getting back together. Sorry if me saying that out loud makes you sad. In an interview with Billboard, Gerard was asked about the possibility of a reunion, and although he refused to rule it out, it's clear it won't be happening sometime soon. This is a quote from Gerard Way. "I wouldn't count it out, but at the same time everybody's doing stuff in their lives now that they're really enjoying," Gerard said. "In some ways I don't really miss it. It had gotten so big, it was very unwieldy. It took a toll on my mental life and personal life. The thing I'm happiest about right now is everyone's relationships with each other are really strong. That's more important than anything else to me." I love him. And of course the most important thing in all of this is people's happiness and their mental health and their well-being, which comes obviously before anything else. Although obviously a lot of people will be very happy if they did get back together, I think most of us, myself included, are just really happy that they're all doing really well and they're all doing amazing things with their careers, and it's all good. So Gerard Way has been working extremely hard on all his comics, and as you know, the Umbrella Academy series is now available on Netflix. It's amazing. I've binged it at least twice. It's incredible. And everyone's sort of coming back to him as like the old fans who are like, oh, what's he doing now? Oh, this is amazing. And as good as he is at writing music, is as good as he is at writing storylines. And of course his music was storylines. His albums were all concept albums, except the first one. He's just had these amazing concepts in his mind, like 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, The Black Parade, the storyline with the patient, and Danger Days, which is based off of his comic, which is a whole concept album. He's very good at writing concepts and storylines, so comics were really good for him, and the success that Umbrella Academy has had on Netflix has brought people back to his music to the extent that 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge has re-entered the charts in 2019, which is amazing. I think purely for people talking about him all the time and saying, oh, by Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance, and then all the old fans are like, oh, I like My Chemical Romance, or they check them out, new fans, and start buying the album, and it's re-entered the charts, and that's amazing. Frankie Aero has a new band. Again, he's had so many bands, and they're going on tour in 2019, and he seems really happy and really well, and really like he's just the adult version of Number 5. And now he's making friends with Aidan Gallagher on Twitter, which is woo! If you didn't know, there was a poll on Twitter to the Umbrella Academy account asked what to name Number 5, and everyone said Frank or Frankie because he looks like Number 5. And Frank acknowledged it in the cutest way, and Aidan realised that Frank knew who he was, and Aidan's a big MCR fan, and it was just very wholesome, and now I guess they're friends, which is really sweet, and I'm really glad that people are still acknowledging Frank in 2019 and just being aware of how amazing he is. Ray Toro has collaborated with Gerard Way on some music for the show, for Umbrella Academy. I realise all of this relates to Umbrella Academy. He's been making music with Gerard again. They're covers, but they're amazing, and they have their own unique spin on it. Obviously, Ray Toro and Gerard Way are not going to make a straight cover that's exactly the same. They'll put their own rock spin on it and make it really cool, and the fans are happy that they're still best friends and still working together. Also, I forgot to say in the video that Gerard said that when he was filming one of the final scenes for Umbrella Academy, he was inspired to start writing more solo music. It says here, when we were on set the very first day and we were watching the very first shot, which was a scene between Ellen and Aidan, they're talking about the end of the world and it's supposed to cut to black, and a song popped into my head for that, and I started writing the song that I ended up recording. I haven't finished it yet. And he says it's a song he would love to give to the show. And Mikey Way has been making music with water parks and touring with them, which is really cool, and he's done a song with Gerard, his brother. They made a song together called Baby You're a Haunted House, and it's really cool, and it seems like he's having a good time, living his best life, making music like the rest of them are, and they all seem to be doing really well. And from what I understand, they're all like looking after their mental health, and they're well and happy, and that's the most important thing for me. And even if it wasn't, they're all giving us great content anyway, so yay! If you asked me a couple of years ago, do I actually think they're gonna get back together on the 22nd of March 2019, I would be like, maybe, but it's so far off, I don't have to think about it. And then I was kind of worried that it will come and they won't get back together and I'd be really disappointed, but honestly, and I think I speak for a lot of us when I say this, I'm not disappointed because they're all doing really well, and not that this is the important thing, but we're getting content from all of them. They're living their lives and making music in a way that makes them happy. At the end of the My Chemical Romance era, they weren't really happy, especially Gerard wasn't. They'd kind of come to the conclusion of what the band was meant for and they were ready to move on, and they're more happy this way. I kind of feel like a child whose parents have divorced, but I realise they're happier apart. It's a weird feeling. But that's basically how I feel. I don't feel disappointed, I feel really positive about the whole situation and about how everyone's doing really well. Speaking of the 22nd of March 2019, that is the date that Aidan Gallagher, aka Number 5 from Umbrella Academy, decided to release his single, because although he is very tiny and cute, he is also a musician, and he decided to release his single on this date because he's a fan of My Chemical Romance and it was a significant date for him. And the day's nearly over and I haven't listened to it yet, so I think you know what it's about to happen. Now I just want to say I'm not expecting this song to like replace my love for MCR and like be better than MCR, and I'm not putting like my expectations on it in that way. I don't think that's really fair to put that expectation on anyone, let alone a new teenage artist. I just want to see if it's a good song. I think it is, because I've heard it in like the live versions on his YouTube channel. Subscribe to Aidan Gallagher, Aidan R. Gallagher on YouTube, because he has a YouTube channel, and from what I've heard it's good, and I'm not, this isn't a, oh, is it going to replace and be the new era of MCR, like I'm not putting that expectation there. I just want to see if it's good. I think it will be, but I haven't heard it properly yet. I'm going to edit this down because fair use. His voice. Ooh. When he says far away, he has that Halsey voice. Do you know what I mean, like the Halsey voice? That I'm not going to do an impression of it, but I kind of like that tone to his voice. I don't know why I'm doing that. I like the video. It looks like iTunes visuals. Oh, that drum. It sounds really 80s. Oh no, I didn't do it that time. Like. Oh. It's really cute. Is he in love? Is he in love with someone other than Dolores? The lyrics are really nice. Okay, there's a lot of beat here. I'm going to cut this down. I like the way it cuts out. It's so relaxing, but it makes me want to dance. This is the club version. He does have like a guitar acoustic version. This is so good. His voice is so good. I wouldn't even think of this as like, oh, he's a teenage pop star. Like, he just sounds like a really good pop star singer. I wonder if that's him playing. It's really poetic. I really like it. Comments are disabled. I hope no one was being mean to him. I'll fight them if they were. Oh! There's more! This is my mum dancing, sorry. I really like how it just ends like that. It's really good, really good. I mean, what's not to love about Aidan? He is an incredible actor. He's intelligent. He is woke. He is a talented musician. He has an amazing voice. That kid's gonna go far, man. You know who else got famous at like age 15? Taylor Swift, and look at her. He could be the next Taylor. I said I wasn't gonna put high standards on him and expectations on him, didn't I? Well, never mind. Yeah, oh, he's amazing. An incredible, talented young man, and I think everything's good. That's my conclusion of the 22nd of March 2019. The conclusion is everything's good. So let me know about your experience of the situation. Were you a fan of MCR? Are you keeping up with everyone else's individual projects? Probably not. I'm not keeping up with everything. I'm keeping up with some. Are you keeping up with everything? Are you watching The Umbrella Academy? Would you die for Robert Sheehan? If not, why not? What's wrong with you? Let me know in the comments. Are you a fan of Aidan's music? Are you a fan of the cast of Umbrella Academy? Are you reading Gerard's comics? Etc. I've ordered my first Umbrella Academy comic, so I'm going to let you know how I think of that when I've read it, when it's even arrived. As always, let me know your opinions down below. Sorry if by the time this is uploaded it's the 23rd in your country, but that's how it's going to be. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!